All right, everyone. Welcome back. This is Meteorologist Alex Pry covering the severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for a couple of our counties right here, as you can see. Let me turn my phone down. Got this pulled up so I can read your comments. Well, there we go. Okay. All right, so this severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Bibb, Houston, Peach, and Wilkinson counties. And a little bit of Crawford as well is within this polygon right here, and a little bit of Jones County as well, and Twiggs. So there are a lot of counties in this warning right now. As you can see, if you watched the 6 o'clock show, I was talking about how we finally were getting some rain today. A lot of areas were heating on up with the daytime heating this afternoon, and those high temperatures got above what we expected. The breaks in the cloud cover allowed for that, and it was only a matter of time before the moisture and those high temperatures were going to fuel something like this to pop up. So as you can see, it's a pretty large swath right here of lightning and heavy downpours. Let's kind of take it piece by piece right here to start out. You can see the northern edge of it is up here in Lake Oconee in Putnam County. A lot of lightning just went through Eatonton. It looks to be moving through Putnam now. Down over Lake Sinclair and Milledgeville, there's a lot of lightning associated with this there as well. And then taking it a little more southwest across down to Gray into Jones County. And then the tail end of it just went through Forsyth, kind of going straight down I-75 here, if you will, moving into North Bibb, basically covering a majority of Bibb County right here. Even us at the station right here, we are hearing the thunder from the station, hearing the rain pounding on the roof. Lots of lightning associated with that. There's a little bit right here in northern Twiggs as well. Let's see if I can get my pointer back up here. Where did you go? No. Oh, wrong one. But yeah, so moving into northern Twiggs County over into Wilkinson County as well. And then also we're looking at more lightning over further to the west in Crawford County, just passing to the east of Roberta where the bulk of the lightning looks to be. I don't know if you can hear that right now, but we're having some thunder over here at the station as well. And then the western end of it looks to be stretching all the way to the state line in Alabama, but affecting our western counties in southern Upson County and Talbot County and Taylor County as well. So the severe thunderstorm warning is issued for the big swath of red and yellow that you see right here in this yellow polygon. It is for another 45 minutes. This does include a lot of central Georgia counties right here. So we'll take it, let's see, East Crawford County, northern Peach County, northern Houston County, southern Bibb County, eastern Bibb County as well. A majority of Twiggs County. It's rather dry right now, but you can see that this storm, it will be moving in this general direction. Western Wilkinson County, southern Jones County. So all these counties I just named, you are looking at the effects of the severe thunderstorm warning. Some cities and towns right now that are seeing the effects currently, that include Gray, Macon, Lizella, Dry Branch, Bolingbroke. Some of these are the major names right here that have been seeing the severe thunderstorm conditions right now. So let's take a look at our hail parameters, see if we can see any hail signature associated with this. We got about, I believe this is a 1/4 of an inch in Jones County right now. So yes, about 0.3 inches in diameter, and there's a couple little clusters of the hail that look to be associated with this, but nothing overly severe right now, nothing like we saw last week with the 2.5 inch hail. And if you can look at the radar right here, you can see these, where's my arrow? I need to find that. Where'd you go? Oh, not quite. Okay, that's just the severe thunderstorm warning. That gives you a better idea for some of the cities that this will affect: Byron, Centerville, Rutland, Warner Robins. Those are the areas that are looking to see effects of this, at least on the western end. This is a rather big polygon that the National Weather Service has issued the severe thunderstorm warning for. See if I can find my pointer. There we go. All right, so you can see these like green little boundaries right here. These are outflow boundaries. So these are kind of the indication that you have these wind gusts blowing, a little gust front ahead of these severe thunderstorm warnings. It's a good indication of rain to come, and you can see it's the leading edge of this severe thunderstorm warning. And we have two of them. We have one coming over here from the west, and then one coming here just down from Bibb County, and they're both converging with one another. So we're looking at this severe thunderstorm to also kind of converge together and produce widespread rain, lightning, gusty winds, hail. We haven't seen too much hail yet, but we're going to keep monitoring the signature of it. So the general direction of this, as you can see, anywhere inside this yellow polygon until 8:30, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning, and we're even hearing it here at the station. Like I said, I mean, I'm hearing claps of thunder, and I can hear the rain pounding on the roof right here at the station. But anywhere within this polygon, it is a majority of our WMAZ viewing area. I'm going to try to get through as many comments as I can. Let's see. What's tomorrow look like from Brandon Norris? Looking a lot like the same stuff tomorrow. Maybe the rain might come a little bit earlier, though, right on the edge. Will it hit Wilcox, is what Jessica Faircloth says. Right now, there's nothing in this warning for Wilcox, but don't rule out the possibility of a storm or a shower later in the day with all the daytime heating we got. Let's see, thundering in Macon, yes. Dublin, Georgia. Dublin is not in this right now, but the general direction of this that it's going in, we could see some of these storms pop up in Dublin in another hour or two. Let's see, thundering in Macon, Knoxville, Georgia. Yes, it just went past there. Loud thunder in Macon, Rents, Georgia. Yes, so basically I'm going to take a big picture view. Our northern central counties are the ones kind of seeing the effects of this right now. This kind of popped up within the past 2-3 hours, kind of trekked in from up here near Peachtree City, the state line area, and it is just paired up with that moisture that has been available all day, the daytime heating, the breaks in cloud cover that have allowed for this severe thunderstorm to get rolling, and it is very large from what I can tell. I mean, it seems like clusters of pop-up showers have kind of just merged together, converged together. As you can see, a lot of these outflow boundaries kind of converging together to make this one big swath of just like a severe thunderstorm, basically. So let's see, loud thunder, Macon. Lawrence County, like I said, you could see a shower coming probably within the hour or so. The general direction of this is kind of southeast, east oriented. So we're looking at pop-up stuff throughout the remainder of the evening into the midnight hour possibly. Need floaties here in Crawford. It's coming down hard. Yes, this is going to bring a good amount of rain. Areas of central Georgia already this week. Yesterday, we're forecasted to see about 3 to 5 inches average for central Georgia, but some areas could see up to 7 inches, and I don't doubt that at all after seeing some of the rain totals from the storms today and the storms yesterday. Some areas got even up to 4 inches today up in Washington County, so this will bring us more rain, and that accumulation could trigger some flash flood warnings or watches. Nothing on that yet, but it more than likely we'll keep an eye out for that. Those are more than likely to be forecasted by the National Weather Service. See, raining in downtown is what Alex Forbes says. So yeah, basically everywhere here in Macon, I mean, you're seeing widespread rain all over the place right here. And I mean, even us here at the station, you can see lightning strikes. I'm hearing all of it on the roof right now. So no severe thunderstorm warning in North Macon. Technically, you are outside of this box, but the North Macon area is seeing lots of lightning right now. This box is more so for a future viewpoint, so kind of to get the general direction of this storm, where it's going. North Macon, you are seeing some heavy downpours and the effects of this severe thunderstorm warning right now. So while there may not be an official warning and there is no hail associated with it in North Macon, you still are seeing heavy downpours, more than likely some gusty winds, and a lot of lightning. So you want to be indoors if you are in North Macon, even if you are not within this polygon. Lots of rain and thunder comments. I can see thundering in Milledgeville. Yeah, let's take a look up here to the north around Milledgeville, Lake Sinclair. Lots of lightning, lots of heavy downpours indicated by these darker colors on our radar. So the Lake Sinclair area, you are seeing a lot of rain and lightning and thunder as well. Let's see if you have any hail up here. Take a minute to load. Yes, so there's some hail signatures coming just east of Lake Sinclair around the Baldwin County line moving into Hancock County, and then also around here in the Jones County line moving into Baldwin County as well. It's only about 1/4 of an inch in diameter, but this still is hail nonetheless. You do not want to be outside when this stuff is coming down. And I believe that hail signature just went away. So that is good news with all the lightning and the heavy downpours I'm seeing with this, and especially with the higher temperatures that we got today and that humidity. It's just perfect ingredients for severe thunderstorms to pop up like this. So it is good news that we aren't seeing hail signatures yet, but let's knock on wood. We are not out of the woods yet. This stuff is just getting going. Let's see. Will it touch Reynolds, Bon Air included in this? I'm going to touch on touch on Bon Air first real quick. As you can see, Bon Air is on the tail end of this polygon right here, and you can see that outflow boundary I was just talking about with the gust front moving into that area. So that is a good indication that Bon Air will be seeing some heavy rain and some lightning as well. So just because you are not in this polygon does not mean you will not see the effects of this severe thunderstorm. Like I said, it's very widespread. You can see it stretching across just about 3-4 of our counties in a row right now with the effects of lightning and heavy downpours, a little bit of hail, I'm sure gusty winds as well. So if you are anywhere near this polygon or in the vicinity, it is wise to stay inside right now. Hopefully you've already eaten dinner. If you were grilling out tonight, hopefully you can go ahead and put that grill cover back on and you can just stay inside, curl up under a blanket and wait for this to pass over before you go to bed tonight. Let's see, thunder and lightning in Gordon, yes. Outflow boundary, yes, it's just the, kind of that gust front like I was just talking about. Fort Valley. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take it, well, as National Weather Service got rid of the severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like, which is rather odd because there is a lot of lightning and downpours associated with this. I'm not seeing the box anymore, or maybe I just clicked a button. Let me go check the Weather Service chat. Okay, yeah, so the FFC, they did cancel the severe thunderstorm warning for all of those counties. Those counties did include Bibb, Crawford, Houston, Jones, Peach, Twiggs, and Wilkinson. So this is a very large severe thunderstorm that was stretching across. I'm going to keep monitoring this just for a little bit because this is a strong thunderstorm nonetheless that the National Weather Service has been monitoring. We're going to keep an eye out and see if any of these warnings pop up in the next couple of minutes or so, or maybe it looks like the track of it's more eastward now, so maybe not going as far into Houston County as they originally thought. We're just going to keep an eye out on it, but again, we're going to take it from top to bottom real quick just to talk about the areas that are being impacted by this right now. As far up to our northern counties up in North Putnam County, Lake Oconee, you're seeing showers. All the way down to Eatonton, it looks to be moving through your area right now, but still frequent lightning all around these places. So if I'm naming anywhere on this map right now, you want to be inside because there is frequent lightning, and when you hear the thunder associated with that lightning, you know it is close and it is not wise to be outside while there is a ton of lightning strikes out associated with this. So let's move it down to Baldwin County into Hancock as well, around the Lake Sinclair, Milledgeville area. Lots of lightning, lots of downpours. Let's see if there's any hail associated with this anymore. That is good news. There is no hail signature that I'm picking up, even though it only got to about 1/4 inch in size. The hail is not very prominent with this. So let's take it down a little more. I'm going to zoom out because it's getting really wide now. Down into southern Baldwin County, Coopers, Gray, into Jones County. See if I can zoom in a little more localized just to find some places. Gordon as well in western Wilkinson County, moving into Irwinton, that area. I'm just naming everywhere around where I'm seeing frequent lightning strikes, some of these red and orange colors, even just rain, lightning, or anything associated with this. If I'm naming any of these cities, you want to be inside while this passes through. Round Oak up in northern Jones County, move down into southern southwest Jones County into northern Bibb. Macon is seeing a lot of lightning, a lot of rain right now. Dry Branch over just across in the Twiggs County border. Rutland down in South Bibb County, everywhere around this 475, I-75, I-16 triangle right here. You are seeing a lot of rain currently right now. It's going down I-75 to Hartley Bridge, over even to West Bibb County and Lizella, Lake Tobo. It looks to be moving, the tail end of it's moving through your area right now, but you are still seeing frequent lightning and hearing lots of thunder. So please, if you are anywhere near the lake, which you definitely should not be on the lake right now, I would imagine it's almost dark anyway, but if you are, please get off as soon as you can and get in a car or something and wait for this to pass. Let's take it further down into Crawford County. Just east of Roberta, it looks to be where the bulk of the lightning and the heaviest downpours are. Roberta is still seeing plenty of rain down to Zenith, even over into the west, into Taylor County, just north of Butler and Reynolds, Georgia. The southern tip of Upson County is still seeing some lightning and some downpours. And then as we move down 75, you can see that outflow boundary right there I was just talking about with the gust front moving across Peach County into northern Houston County, right across I-75. Northern Houston County could see the effects of this lightning and heavy downpours, but it's looking like it won't go too far south where this gust front is going currently, but it could very well pop up back right here where it's not as intense, or I say right here, let me pull up the clicker pointer, right over here where it's not as intense, but with all that heat that we had today, it could pop up with lots of lightning and heavier downpours, maybe even some hail. So anywhere where you see this gust front kind of headed from south or northwest down to the southeast across I-75 into Peach and Houston counties, you will not want to be outside just on the off chance that this does get severe as it moves into Houston County, into the Warner Robins, Bon Air, Perry area, Fort Valley as well, Marshallville, down in Macon County. And then, yes, so those are the main counties we are seeing affected by this right now. I'll go back a little bit more just because I didn't touch much on Monroe County. It looks to be like the tail end is moving through there right now, but you are still seeing showers. Bolingbroke, Forsyth, across that I-75 merger from 475. Looks like the worst of it is past you currently, but you could still see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm come with that. So as you can see, the bulk of the lightning is all across, stretching from Putnam down to Baldwin, Jones, Twiggs, Wilkinson, into Bibb County. Bibb County is almost completely submerged in this thunderstorm right here. Down to Crawford, into Taylor County, creeping into Peach County right here, in Byron and Fort Valley, around the I-75 area, into Warner Robins, Bon Air, and Perry. Take one more look at the National Weather Service chat. Okay, so the FFC has issued this strong thunderstorm effect for those counties I was just naming. This is just where our warning was for the severe thunderstorm. It is still a severe thunderstorm in my eyes with all the lightning associated with this. It's just not classified by the FFC right now. It is 8:02, so that's about when, or no, this was going till 8:30 actually, excuse me. But look at all the lightning associated with this. If you are in any of these towns that I had named, any of these landmarks, please just go inside, wait for this to pass. It's almost bedtime for the kids anyway, and getting ready to wind down this Tuesday before we get to the middle of the work week tomorrow. So it'd be wise just to stay inside for the rest of the night. Try to avoid any of the effects of this. We're going to see gusty winds. We're going to see frequent lightning, as you can see here. Oh, wow. You're even hearing lots of thunder, so lots of lightning even here at the station right now. So you do not want to be outside or driving through any of this. So please, if you are outside or doing anything outside, wrap that up and get inside while this passes. And it's Oh my gosh. Okay, well, our power here at the station just went out for a second. So, Lordy. So, yeah, if you, I believe this, there we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me again. Our power just went out for a second here at the station, just as I was reiterating that this is a strong thunderstorm. So do not, just because this is a level below a severe thunderstorm warning, don't take that with a grain of salt. And just as I was talking about that, our power here at the station just flickered on and off. So please, guys, comment if you can still hear me. I believe you can. I'm seeing some comments about the power going out at the station. Okay, good. So yeah, it's kind of funny on the timing of that right there. But I mean, look at all the lightning strikes we're having here in Macon right now. I mean, right here, right by the station. Definitely, that took our power for a whirl right there. That was definitely a first for me right there. But so yeah, like I was saying, no severe thunderstorm warning in play right now, but I'm going to stay on personally because that just kind of startled me. So if it startled me, I'm sure it's startling many of you where you guys are. So like I said, I'm going to reiterate it again. If you guys are in any of those towns that I was naming on the stream just before, please go inside and stay indoors for a while, as this is bringing gusty winds, lightning, heavy downpours. This is nothing to play around with. This is a severe thunderstorm still in my eyes, not officially with the National Weather Service, but there is a lot going on with this. So I can take you through one more time, just keep giving you an idea about all this stuff. I'm reading comments as much as I can. Let's see. Milledgeville and Riverside. Milledgeville, yes, you're definitely still seeing the effects of this. I mean, right here, I'll zoom in, give you a more local view. Heavy downpours, lots of lightning flashes with this. Now, when you see the lightning flashes go that kind of fade in color, they go from that like bright white to the gray on here. That means the lightning strike was a little while ago. The more they fade away, the longer ago they were. But still, if you do see any of these lightning strikes near you, it is wise to be inside for this. Let's move it on over to Riverside, because Macon, we are getting pounded by this right now. Let's go up I-75 to Riverside. See, there's Amerson right there. Let's see, there we go. Riverside, yeah, I mean, look at all the orange and look at all the red over right now around Bass Road, Arkwright. There's only not too much lightning associated with it, but it is close by, a couple miles away. As you can see, us down the road here at 13, we are under a big swath of lightning currently. So yes, please, let's see, raining off Segoto Road and Twigs. How fast is it moving? Let's see. I need to pull the chat up for that one. See, moving southeast at about 25 miles an hour. So this is kind of just below criteria for severe thunderstorm warning, which might be the reason why they took it apart. I'm still trying to learn my palettes, so I would draw kind of a general direction for this. I'm going to try to real quick. See if I can get a good idea of this. This might not be the best, but 25. I'm going to say this general direction, kind of. So take these with a grain of salt. I don't know how accurate I am with this palette yet, but as this moves southeast to the east, I can see Sandersville, Irwinton, Byron, CGTC down in Warner Robins, and Perry and Bon Air. This is kind of the time frame for this with the speed of the severe thunderstorm warning. Irwinton 807, Byron 820, Fort Valley 825, Sandersville 831, Warner Robins High School, CGTC, all in the 844 to 852 range, and then Perry around 901. Again, keep shooting me comments. I would love to give you a localized idea about how your area is going to be affected by this. But just to reiterate, this is no severe thunderstorm warning officially, but a strong thunderstorm nonetheless. It just knocked our power out for a second at the station. So please do not take this for granted. There's a lot of lightning, a lot of wind, a lot of heavy downpours associated with this, and I have a feeling this will up our rain totals a lot here in Macon. I'm going to pull up that almanac after this storm rolls through, maybe even tomorrow, or just see how many inches we accumulated up here. Very bizarre, North Macon. Let's see, just brought our outside dogs in. I have my pup that's scared of thunder in my lap. Yes, keep that pup company. I know my pup back home is probably curled up wondering what's going on, but Warner Robins isn't seeing much of that yet. So yes, bring the dogs and any pets you have inside. They do not want to be out there for this. That would definitely give them a scare, because I'm indoors and I just got a little startle here. So. Let's see, it's rain or 200 degrees. I'll take the rain. You are not wrong about that, Chris. Yes, but those warmer temperatures today were the reason for this popping up kind of so late. Normally we're not used to rain kind of at the 8 o'clock hour as the sun begins to set. That fuel is kind of lost by this time in the afternoon. So all that daytime heating allowed for this to pop up just at the end of the day when it was nice and warm, all the humidity present. So this is what happens when we get breaks in our cloud cover for these summertime days. Let's see, will Hawkinsville get that outflow? Let's take a look down in Hawkinsville. I want to say yes. The general direction of this outflow, yes. I mean, you can see, let me get the pointer back out. The general direction of it, it's moving in a southeast direction, kind of through Houston County. It's going to move into southern Twiggs right here, Bleckley, and northern Pulaski, excuse me. So yes, the general direction of this outflow will more than likely move through Hawkinsville, so that will be something to keep an eye out for. You can honestly go outside and you can, well, don't go outside obviously right now, but if you are trying to locate where that outflow boundary is, if you're on the porch or something, you can definitely feel the drastic changes in winds, and might be a light shower associated with it, but it's just a quick little thing. It's very skinny in nature, as you can see. So I believe that is going to move into Pulaski County around Hawkinsville. Let's see, it came through, but not bad. Sun was still out. Will there be another round tonight? I'm expecting us to clear out after the sun sets. Those lower temperatures will kind of inhibit that fuel that we have for these pop-up storms. So we're going to clear out into the night in terms of storms, but we're expecting to stay rather overcast into the morning tomorrow, and it's looking like more rain is going to be possible tomorrow. Coming down in Twiggs County, yeah, it's this bulk of it that we got in Macon that kind of just knocked our power out is moving into Twiggs now around Dry Branch, just northwest of Jefferson, around Fitzpatrick as well, Huber. So that stuff that we just kind of got in Macon. I can see all your comments about the thunder so loud around Riverside. The bulk of that is coming through in northern Twiggs now, even into northern Wilkinson. There seems to be a lot of lightning associated with this thunderstorm moving into there. And again, no severe thunderstorm warning officially issued with this, but with the amount of effects that I'm seeing from you guys in the comments and from what we just witnessed here, I am going to keep going for a little bit. Have a little less than 2 hours until the 10 o'clock show, which I will be on to keep you updated on this a little bit more. I'll move over to Reynolds as well. Reynolds, yes, you're definitely seeing some rain right now, rain and thunder. I'm not seeing any lightning strikes around Reynolds, but there are some in the vicinity. So yes, that just goes to show you, if people are hearing thunder in Reynolds and I'm not even seeing any lightning strikes in this area, that goes to show how widespread of an effect this does have. So it might hit Wilcox around 10. Possibly, yes. It's a little far out to tell that right now because this line just continues to stretch westward even into Alabama. So whereas this is moving in a general southeast to east direction, this is going, I would say that some stuff will pop up here over and west of Butler, kind of in this gap right here, to move towards Wilkinson and our southern counties a little bit later. No, I did not say a tornado warning. There's no tornado associated with this at all. I promise I would get on camera and I would roll my sleeves up if that were the case, but no tornado warning associated with this. This is a not even a severe thunderstorm warning. This is a strong thunderstorm notice kind of issued by the FFC up in Peachtree City, but just from the stuff with the power going out in the station and everyone's lights flickering on and off, and the thunder and lightning that is associated with this severe thunderstorm, I'm going to stay on and keep you guys updated about it. Let's see, moving towards Reynolds, yes, there's not too much of a heavy downpour signature right now on the radar, but there's stuff over to the west and northwest in Talbot County that could be moving into Reynolds as well. It's pouring, yes, it is pouring very widespread all over our counties. And I mean, look at this right here. I mean, the bulk of it moved through Monroe County, and look how much just popped up right there in the matter of the past, let's see, about 45 minutes right here. I mean, Forsyth still in a swath of rain right here, even after the bulk of it has passed through. So you can really see the effect the humidity and the higher temperatures are having on this today. It is honestly fascinating to watch from a meteorological aspect, but also at the same time, it is quite frightening with the effects going on with it right now. So let's see, a little cloudy. Twiggs County, yes, northern Twiggs County, just north of Jeffersonville. Dry Branch right now, you're seeing a lot of that heavy stuff that just went through Macon here at the station. There's a lot of lightning associated with this on the eastern half of Bibb County, rather I should say, into northern Twiggs County. Let's see, Wheeler Heights, thanks for the info. Dublin got a good storm earlier. Yeah, Dublin did get a good storm earlier. That actually did prompt a severe thunderstorm warning. Do not be surprised if this stuff we're seeing right now moves into Dublin. And something I just want to point out, this outflow boundary is just kind of fascinating right here. I mean, you can see there was one right here in Twiggs County, and it kind of converged with another one moving in from Peach County into northern Houston County. And now you can very definitely see it moving, stretching all the way from Houston County into southern Twiggs County. So that is pretty fascinating to see, but also know that this is an indication of this severe weather moving into your area as well. And again, like if you are outside on your porch and you do feel like a sudden drastic change in winds, maybe a slight shower, a lot of cooler temperatures, that is an indication of this outflow boundary and what's to come. Is this all we're getting tonight? Just from it being summertime, I'm not going to definitively say yes. I am pretty confident right now that this is the major round of storms. You could see a shower or two throughout the rest of the night, but I'm just with the presence of all that daytime heating and the humidity, it's hard to say if something won't pop up just out of the blue, kind of out of nowhere. How long will this be in Twiggs County? It's looking like for the next hour or so, maybe even longer. As you can see, it's really hard to pinpoint because stuff just keeps popping up out of nowhere. Like this stuff right here in Monroe County, I mean, there was nothing here after the bulk of this thunderstorm went through, and all this just popped up. So we're looking at pretty widespread rain, at least for the next couple of hours in most of central Georgia. Let's see. I believe some crazy looking clouds. Yeah, that's, I wonder, I'm going to switch to sky cam real quick. Let's see if I can pull up the Macon one. Oh yeah, it's pouring down there. So here's our Navicent Health sky cam right now. Yeah, you can see, oh yeah, look at all that lightning and rain associated with this. I mean, just a great indication of what's going on in a live view. Obviously, you can only see so much from inside the studio and rather than looking out your window, but yeah, I mean, you can barely see the lights up here on Gray Highway where we are. So there's frequent lightning flashes, heavy downpours associated with this. I'm going to switch back to the radar. See thunder in Cochran, yes. Areas all around central Georgia, anywhere remotely close to this line, and just big swath of rain and lightning, you're definitely going to hear thunder. So if you can hear thunder, when thunder roars, go indoors. I see Jordan West is watching, so who coined that term. We are definitely seeing the effects of this strong thunderstorm. Not even severe, but yeah, it is definitely thumping here in central Georgia this evening. Have we lost all sound TV? Alex is giving good updates, but okay. I think that might have been the brief moment where we lost power here for a second, and then our generator popped back up and got us up on live. So let's see. I hear you say we could have a foggy morning earlier. Yes, that is completely possible for tomorrow. So on your drive to work, fog is very possible with the presence of this rain moving further into the night, kind of creating that just ground dew on your way to work in the morning. So a foggy morning is definitely going to be a possibility. I will have more on that when I can forecast for it before the 10 and 11 show to kind of get a better idea, look at some models on that. Pretty strong here in Twigs on the Huber side. Yes, look like, yeah, Huber is kind of in the gap right now, but still nonetheless, it's all around you with the lightning and the heavy downpours. Let's see if I'm going to try to move through to get to the bottom of these comments. I'm trying to give you all a paragraph answer for each, so I apologize for that. Yes, bring any pets inside that you do have that are outside dogs. If you wouldn't be out in here, I wouldn't leave your furry friends out there either. Peach County, you are not seeing too much rain yet, but you can see the edges of this are moving into Peach County. Byron is actually seeing some rain currently around the I-75 area, but you can see that outflow boundary went straight through Peach County, a good indication that more rain is going to come towards you. Is Kathleen getting any of it or just clipping us? Currently, Kathleen is not getting anything, but that outflow boundary did just go through the area, so that is a good indication once again of that gust front kind of pushing these pop-up showers through the area. But it's very hit or miss, all depending on how much convective potential energy that you got today from all those warmer temperatures. Right now it's looking like the storm wants to move further east, rather the more intense part of it at least, rather than southeast. Let's see if the National Weather Service put out another statement or anything for that. Let's see. So this strong thunderstorm impact that they have issued is until 8:30, so about 10 more minutes on that. I haven't seen anything since 8 o'clock in the chat. I'm going to refresh it, but I think that there's not much going on with the chat currently. Yep, okay, so nothing since 8 p.m. is what I'm seeing right now. Let's get through some more comments. What time should it hit Pulaski? Pulaski, I'm going to say probably within the next hour, hour and a half, all depending on where this storm kind of just decides to move. You know, it's kind of just go into the areas of wherever it was warmest today, whichever had the highest temperatures. You can see that outflow boundary is kind of breaking apart now as it moves further southeast through Houston County. So we will keep an eye out for Pulaski County, but if something were to come hit it associated with this, I would time it out within the next hour, hour and a half. Let's see, seems to be coming down near 57 in Twigs. Let's see if I can find that. I'm not familiar with Highway 57, but I will give you an idea for Twigs. You can see our radar right there in Jeffersonville. It's moving over that right now and north of that as well. The Dry Branch area, Myrick's Mill, Fitzpatrick, you are all seeing plenty of rain associated with this. That has kind of been moving through the Macon area right now. Future view, yeah, that's a great idea right there. So Brandon wants to take a look at kind of the timing of this. Future view, take it with a grain of salt as far as the timings go with it. It's kind of hard to pinpoint the exact timings of future view. As you can see, it's resolving a lot of rain right now, currently at the 8 p.m. hour, but take it with a grain of salt. This is kind of just give you a general idea about the amount of precipitation in the area. So if I slowly move it into the 9 p.m. hour, we're still looking at widespread showers. And if I move it back to 8 p.m., you can see there's still stuff down there in the south in Pulaski and Dodge and Bleckley counties that's not even there right now on our radar. So this isn't pinpoint exact locations for these showers, but you can see that the rain is supposed to be very widespread, and then around the midnight hour, it really starts to kind of dissipate and break apart to give us a little bit of clearing through the night, but still staying relatively overcast and foggy for some areas this morning, depending on how late you got the rain. And then tomorrow morning, as we approach 8, 9, 10 a.m. on your way to work, or on that first cup of coffee at work, you can see that the pop-up stuff is going to start coming back up right now. But future view does change a lot from every model run that we do get. So like I said, take those locations of the rain with a grain of salt on there. Let's see, sound is back, that is good. What about Warner Robins? Warner Robins, starting to see the tail end of this. The outflow boundary has gone through just north of Centerville on the Houston County-Bibb County line. We are seeing some showers pop up right now. Doesn't look like there's much lightning nearby, but like I said, if thunder roars, go indoors. If you can hear thunder, that means lightning is close enough nearby to where it can strike you. And as I was mentioning earlier, for our severe thunderstorm that we had in Dublin and toward the southeast, that severe thunderstorm, they had a lot of lightning strikes that weren't even in the area where all the rain was. There were lightning strikes outside of the cluster of rain. So just know that wherever these severe thunderstorms are and there's lightning associated with it, it doesn't necessarily have to be where the area of the most rain is. It could pop up outside of the cloud or anything like that. The outflow boundary mean Cochrane will get some rough weather later. Outflow boundary does look to be moving through towards Cochrane in that general vicinity. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get severe weather. As you can see, the outflow boundary seems to kind of be distancing itself from the bulk of the rain up here with the thunderstorm. But nonetheless, if that outflow boundary does come through, it is better safe than sorry to see. It is a good indication that winds are pushing most of that rain into Bleckley County. Really blowing heavy on Myrick's Mill Road. Let's go back to Myrick's Mill. Yes, Myrick's Mill is seeing lots of lightning. I mean, those are very definitive white lightning strikes, so those are very recent. Lots of downpours associated with this. As we get closer to the Jeffersonville radar, the resolution gets a little bit worse, but you can definitely see the red and the orange near Myrick's Mill. So if you're anywhere in the Myrick's Mill area along highway, it was this 18, I believe. That is really hard to pick apart, but Highway 18, I believe, moving into the Wilkinson County state line. There's a lot of lightning associated with that, and I'm actually going to go up here in Wilkinson County, just east of Gordon, 441, just north of Irwinton as well, and Clayfields, McIntyre. There's a lot of lightning associated. This seems to be kind of the heaviest part of this storm in terms of precipitation and lightning concentration. Going up here in Gray Highway, Waffle House, power better not go out. I need my hash browns. Yeah. Well, be careful while doing that because our power just went off for a minute here at the station, and we are up here on Gray Highway. Let's see. Surprised my power is still on. Highway 57 in West Wilkinson County. Yes, let me go take a look at that. That seems to be where the majority of this rain is. Let's see if I can find Highway 57. There we go. All right, so yeah, you can definitely see from Massey Hill over to the east, all around Massey Hill really, the western and northern ends of Wilkinson County are getting some heavy downpours, lightning, gusty winds. I wonder if there's any hail associated with it. Also good news, I'm not picking up any hail signatures with this, so that is really good news considering we saw a lot of hail with this storm. Or with the storms last week, rather, excuse me. Let's see. Hancock County, let's move up there. Yes, you guys got some rain earlier today, I know, up there in the Sparta area, and you can see that stuff around Lake St. Clair is starting to pop up in the southern end of the county, even some other storms popping up in the northern end of the county, all around Sparta right now, moving over towards the Mayfield area as well, Culverton, Howell Grove, all these areas right here, southern Hancock County, and I guess northwestern Washington County as well. So you guys got a lot of rain earlier today. Expect to see some more, and that rain accumulating will bring a couple inches, I'm sure, when I pull up the graphic for that coming into the 10 o'clock show. Let's see. Let's go to, will it stop in North Macon? It looks to be breaking apart a little bit in North Macon, but still, nonetheless, there's lightning and there is rain associated with this in North Macon, so I would just stay inside right now anyway. Let's see, rain and a bit of thunder in Byron, so it seems to be moving into Peach County now. It looks like the strongest part of that has kind of gone away. Luckily, the sun is beginning to set today, and that is good news. I'm actually going to pull up the Perry Skycam if I can. This is probably going to make for a pretty interesting sunset right now, actually. Actually, no, Perry Skycam is looking rather dark right now, so thought we might be able to see some of the sunlight breaking through in the clouds, but it's picking up all of these darker clouds around here. Let's see, rain. So yeah, rain and a bit of thunder in Byron. Yes, I imagine so, with some of these lightning strikes in southern Bibb and the very tip of Crawford County, right where I-75 goes over it for about 500 feet. Let's see, when will it clear on 49 and Yukon Road? Let's see. All right, I'm going to kind of try to zoom through a lot of these comments so I can give you all a localized view of what's going on there. Starting to hear thunder in Bon Air, yes. That outflow boundary went through. There is some lightning associated with this on the southern end in northern Houston County. Let's see. It's raining, thunder, and lightning in Georgia. Yes, that it is. So when will it clear? Wind is going crazy in Twiggs to go to road. My power is still kicking. Okay, let's go over here and to Twiggs County once again. I keep seeing a couple comments about Segota Road. I'm not very familiar with exactly where that is, but I'm going to try to find it on here. But as you can see, the bulk of it is around the Jeffersonville area, Ripley, Fitzpatrick, Huber, Dry Branch, into Myrick's Mill. There's just a lot of downpours and lightning associated with this. So you will want to be inside as we close out tonight. It is getting to be, it's 8:30 now, so let's see what the National Weather Service chat has to say about these strong thunderstorm issues. Let's see. Montezuma, Macon. Oh, my bad. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm sorry. I try to look at the comments and I try to get in the Weather Service chat, and I got to focus on one or the other. Okay, so I haven't seen anything issued by the National Weather Service as far as the strong thunderstorm issuing that they have been doing for this set of storms. Again, I wanted to stay on because, I mean, seeing the effects of this already startling me, trying to, or when it knocked out the power for just a minute, that was enough for me to kind of just say, maybe this is a little more severe than they're wanting to hint at. So, yeah, as you can see, a lot of lightning. The most lightning I can see associated with this is in North Wilkinson County and around the Jeffersonville area in Twiggs County. Other areas, you are simply seeing some heavy showers, it looks like, not too much lightning associated with the tail end of this as it moves through. There's also more lightning in the Baldwin County area and the Washington and Hancock County lines around Linton. So those areas I just named, I'll give you kind of just a spurt off of cities real quick, just to give you an idea. If you're near any of these, please go indoors, bring the pets inside. Just stay inside while the bulk of this passes, and then soon enough it will dissipate with the lack of heat that it's getting. So start out in Sparta, around the Lake St. Clair area, in Hancock County, around Linton, just west of Worthen, and Deep Step in Washington County, northwest of Sandersville is where a lot of lightning is. That could be moving into that area as well. Down into Baldwin County, Milledgeville, just got a lot of lightning. Seems to be moving through there now around the Baldwin, Washington, and then Wilkinson County line. A lot of lightning in this area between Coopers, Gordon, Irwinton, northern Wilkinson County, a little more localized just north of McIntyre, around 441 right there. Moving further down to the west, Dry Branch, northern Twiggs County, and southern Jones County in the east tip of Bibb County, so east of Macon in Dry Branch, around Middle Georgia Regional Airport, Rutland, Jeffersonville, Myrick's Mill, Fitzpatrick, Huber. Those are some areas that are seeing a lot of the very heavy downpours. And then as we move further west, there's not much lightning associated with it, but there are still storms nonetheless into Peach County, northern Macon County, just north of Montezuma around Marshallville, eastern Taylor County and Reynolds, northern Taylor County just above Butler, widespread rain all over Crawford County and Roberta, Zenith, and then west Bibb County as well, Lake Tobo, Lizella, and then all the way up into Monroe County where this all just kind of spurted up, even all the way over to Lamar County and Barnesville, Thomaston and Upson County, Forsyth right on the I-75 line, Bolingbroke, Juliet, Round Oak up in North Jones County. So this is very widespread for a thunderstorm going through the area right now. The FFC also just continued this strong thunderstorm issuing until 9 o'clock. So I'm going to stay on just for a little bit longer, help you keep you up to date about this. Again, a strong thunderstorm is the level criteria below a severe thunderstorm warning. But nonetheless, with the effects that we saw in Macon here and some areas from the comments I'm getting, okay, Segota is in the Huber area. Let's see if I can go down to that. But yeah, with all the comments I was seeing about the effects of this and the power going out briefly at the station here, I wanted to keep you guys up to date. I see Segota Circle North. Trying to give you a very, very localized view as much as I can, but it's hard to, there we go, Segota Road. So Segota Road is still seeing a very, very intense amount of rainfall. As you can see, the red and orange, that lightning strike right there. So it is best, if anywhere near here, to stay indoors as well. So let's zoom back out, kind of give you a big picture view of all this. Basically take the northern half of the WMAZ, excuse me, viewing area and cut it in half, and that's basically all the areas that are being affected right now. The National Weather Service, I'll go ahead and list these off too. I mean, this is a lot of counties. So impact portions of east and central Baldwin, north and central Lawrence, Wilkinson, east and central Twiggs, south central Hancock, south central Glasscock, Washington, northwestern Johnson, west central Jefferson counties. So all these counties I just listed, you are seeing the effects of this and will be seeing the effects of it soon. So some of those areas like Johnson and Lawrence County, you're going to be seeing some of this rain soon into the northern and the western portions of your counties. And you can see that outflow boundary that we were talking about is definitely breaking apart now as it moves into the Pulaski, Bleckley County lines out of Houston into the Cochran, Hawkinsville area right there. But nonetheless, areas are still seeing widespread rain all over the northern half of our counties, and the bulk of it right up here in Twiggs, Wilkinson, Baldwin, Washington, and Hancock counties. You are seeing the most lightning and the most intense downpours in terms of the radar right now. So I'll keep monitoring this for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to go back and put some graphics together to get ready for this 10 o'clock show. And then, let's see, and I'm going to give you even a more big picture view over to the west, kind of around the state line over in Columbus. So look at all that rain coming through, even around the Auburn area, just east of Montgomery. This is kind of the similar direction for the stuff that we saw coming through last weekend and moving into the southwest area. So do not be surprised if these storms over here, let me get the pointer back out, over to the west around the Columbus area, move into our southwest counties around Macon County, Dooley County, Chris County, and all those cities that did see a plethora of rain earlier last week. We are still looking to see the effects of those, but luckily the good news is that none of these are as severe in nature with some of the storms that popped up last week. I'm not seeing any hail signature associated. Well, there's one now, say it. That's what happens. When you say something isn't there, then it's always there. So I'll give the query out for the hail, about 0.4 inches, so just under half an inch of hail into Washington County. So that will take note of that, where this intense amount of lightning is over to the west of Worthington, like southeast of Linton, around the Washington County, Hancock County line. And then Twiggs and north of Irwinton, but Wilkinson counties around the Gordon, Coopers, Dry Branch, Jeffersonville, Myrick's Mill, all of those areas, you're seeing a lot of lightning and a lot of rain. So if you are outside, please go indoors and just ride the storm out while it passes. Strap down anything, the loose property, outdoor furniture that you don't want blowing away, or blowing into something like your pool or something like that with the presence of these gusty winds. Bring your furry friends inside if you have outdoor dogs, cats, bunnies, whatever pet you do have. You want everything inside right now just to keep better safe than sorry associated with these severe thunderstorm warnings. But no severe thunderstorm warning, rather, these strong thunderstorms. So we're still under the criteria for a severe thunderstorm warning. There is some hail associated up here in the Washington and Hancock County line where all of this lightning is right now. And we could look for pop-up stuff like that to just happen into the night, about the midnight hour tonight. So just in a minute, I'm probably going to get off. I'm going to go ahead and start putting some graphics together for you. Get ready for this 10 o'clock show on the CW and then 11 o'clock show as well on CBS. Once again, just kind of giving you a large overview of everything. I mean, it is pretty widespread here across central Georgia, and we're expecting it to be that way into the later hours of this evening. So all that daytime heating really just popped all this up out of nowhere. A lot of humidity present as well, and that is helping with it too. But it looks like the bulk of this is moving just north of the I-16 line, kind of in a general southeast to east direction. But there's more stuff over to our west that I will keep monitoring as well when that stuff starts to move closer into the area as well. And again, if another severe thunderstorm warning does pop up, I'll be right back up here on live. If it gets really intense, we'll cut into on the air. But for right now, there's no warnings associated with this. So I thank you for joining me. And if you are in any of those areas I've been naming, please go inside and ride this out while you can. And I appreciate you for trusting me right here to keep you updated with your severe weather. So I'll be back with you at the 10 o'clock show on the CW. And everyone have a great night.